Welcome to the Nice Hair Podcast. I'm Hannah.
I'm Haley.
This is a weekly podcast where we talk about business building,
Some hair, some social media,
and our lives.
and how it all ties back to hair.
Always about hair.
But not always.
Sometimes hair.
Sometimes we're nice. Coronavirus Special.
Snapper.
Oh, snap it.
You mean?
Okay.
You got it?
Got it. Bam. We're good.
All right. Okay. Hi, guys. We're going to hop on really quick because right now it's Friday. This episode will come out on Monday. So it's the 13th. This will come out on the 16th. It'll still be all over the news what's happening. Everything escalated very quickly yesterday with the spread of coronavirus. So we wanted to have a really quick episode about best policies and practices for unforeseen circumstances if you own a small business.
And we should first start by saying
We know nothing.
we know nothing about coronavirus. These are our opinions and our
It's just a disclaimer. We're not claiming to be any type of experts. Anything we say,
don't hold it against us.
we could retract in 10 minutes and have, you guys know I contradict myself a lot, so whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't get mad at us.
Yeah, so just know we come to you with not any actual hard factual evidence
But we are going to be talking about what we're doing.
as in our own businesses that pertains to coronavirus. So if this is something that you're curious on, continue listening, and if not, go away.
I love Haley. So
Okay, where we're at right now, because this will come out Monday, which is a couple days from now. Yesterday they announced that all schools in Ohio will be closed for sure starting Monday until I think it's like April 3rd for our school district.
we're like mid-April because, I don't know, school districts, I think can all, the governor, if you guys are in a different state, so Ohio was the first one to shut down all school districts, and the governor set like a specific time period on that. And then I think the district, if it's a public or private, I guess, probably has the ability to extend that as long as they want.
Kind of make their own verdict. I actually am super impressed with how Ava's school district has been handling.
Same.
Their communication has been so good.
And we can as a small business owner too, I think it's good to keep your mind open and keep in mind that schools are a business and you can take tips from any type of business. Our school did a great job too. We got an email Monday saying pretty much get a babysitter.
Yeah.
So I think that was awesome, especially for like single parents or people who don't have relatives around. They were as proactive as they could be about telling people to go ahead and line something up and then keep us updated. But essentially, as you guys know, everything is shut down except for right now. We, as small business owners, are pretty much the exception. Except for like large corporate stores and stuff like that.
I truly think it's a matter of time, though, before I think everything's going to be kind of forced to shut down. I think including small businesses. What?
Taryn asked if we matched. No, we didn't match on purpose. But you know what's weird is we both have like camo utilitarian outfits on because we're ready. Okay, we don't know what we're ready for.
Honestly, I can do a lot. This jumpsuit gives me a lot of flexibility, so I can do a lot of different things while I'm wearing it.
And no one will ever. Corona can't find me in this camo jacket.
Oh my gosh. You're right.
I didn't do that on purpose, but really, I should just wear this straight for the next 2 months.
Oh,
I have a pair of camo
I needed
leggings.
that laugh. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I'll just rotate both.
That should be the title of this episode.
Us and our military issued Corona outfits.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go.
Corona can't find me in this jacket.
I love that. Okay, but in all seriousness,
Did you work yesterday?
Very, very short day. Very short day.
Did you? Okay, yesterday was a very interesting day to work. And you know this if you
I had
worked.
cancellations
Okay.
because of coronavirus.
Did you talk to the client that you did work with about like, I think a good question to address too is like, if you are still continuing to work, I have a full day book tomorrow. So as far as I know,
Yeah,
I'll be in the
I
salon.
actually am. I usually don't work Saturdays. I'm working tomorrow. I am going to touch base with my client tomorrow, and I am going to touch base with my clients next week, just to open up a line of communication so that there are no gray or blurry areas. I am waiving cancellation fees, obviously. I don't want to get sick with anything. I'm not super scared of coronavirus. I'm more the people's reaction to it and the panic that that is kind of blowing my mind.
I think it is our job in the leadership role that we're in as small business owners to kind of just address what is happening and then to be level-headed about it, because honestly, we don't know anything. It's not going to do anything to freak out.
Yeah, I agree. Because here's the thing, you guys, like, it's here. There's literally nothing that anyone can do to change that.
Except wear camo.
Or control it. Yeah, unless I would just go out and get everything camo and just wear that head to toe. Joking, obviously. But there's nothing anybody can truly do. So you can either sit frozen in fear, frozen in panic, or for me, you can just take action. You can communicate with your clients and kind of just start thinking of what you are going to do going forward. What if they do decide to say that we can't go to work? And I think that I think that could be coming.
I think too, as a small business owner, if you have not already addressed, so figure out whatever your biggest platform is, whether it's your website or Facebook or Instagram or all three. If you haven't already, I encourage you to go ahead and make a story post or some sort of post on your business page addressing what your policies and practices are for moving forward with this. People want someone confident. People want someone who will address, they want to know that things are being addressed and that you are a serious business owner. And it's just not worth not just touching on. I made a short little story this morning that was like, this is what I use to sanitize things. I'm in a small suite. Everything is being sanitized several times a day. I will pretty much keep you guys updated because this is wild, but business will be as normal until further notice.
Yeah,
and it's just a common courtesy.
I agree. Unless I, for some reason, get sick or it's like a mandated thing that we aren't allowed to work, business will be running as usual, just with extra precautions of sanitation, cleanliness, probably not going to hug you, and I'm not going to offer you a sip of my coffee. So, or to share my juice if I get one of those. But
the fact that our producer makes us sit this close, honestly, is a little. I mean, Haley's obviously fine, but
we're doing it.
We're professionals here.
We're doing it for the YouTube.
We are professionals, but I'm I don't even want to hug my kids, but whatever.
I'll hug everybody.
I know, just kidding. I will seriously kiss my kids on the face if they were.
So I think just keeping the line of communication open is super important. I will also. I'm just playing this by ear. I'm open to doing house calls in the future if that's a thing. I'm probably not going to color your hair, but if somebody needs me to come move their hair up.
I really feel like we're reporters breaking news on this because we had a discussion about this before, because we're like, let's go live, number one. And also, Dylan, you have to get this edited in the next 3 days because the people need to know. The people need to know what? We're making house calls. But Haley and I were like, yeah. We're like, she's like, I think I would make a house call. And I'm like, yeah, not with any chemical services involved. But if need be, and my clients are healthy, and I can't, if Haley's salon, isn't in business or I'm in a salon suite, so there's several suites involved. If my owner decides shut it down, then and that was the next thing I had. Just be flexible, whether you're a client or a business owner. This is very unusual. No one in the world has ever dealt with this situation before. So don't be an asshole. Yeah. don't feel like somebody's jerking you around or just trying to take a day off. Like, there's legit a virus going around that no one knows how to deal with. So,
And yeah, I think that's the thing. Communication, flexibility, roll with the punches. We really don't know what's going to happen, and to speculate on it is, a little bit hard, but just.
If there was ever a time to put your adult pants on, it would be now.
Yeah.
And address what's happening. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Remain flexible and continue to talk with your clients and your audience. I think those are the number 5 things to think about or whatever. Like, I plan on doing more stories because number 1, this is just fucking wild and awkward, and that's me in 2 words. And I mean, it's just, there's no point in not talking about it. Like, yeah, can some jokes be insensitive? Sure. I don't think we should make a bunch of stand-up comedy acts about it, but it's important to talk about and get feedback about.
Yeah. It's one of those things you're like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right, yeah.
So I think you just have to figure out at this point what works for you, what you're comfortable with, what works for your business, and just kind of go from there.
Do you think it's appropriate to talk to clients for the whole appointment about it? Because I got real worked up yesterday because everything was escalating real quickly. And as long as my clients were discussing it, I was fine. But at one point I looked over at Kelby and I was like, too much? Am I getting too much? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I think it's the thing on everybody's mind right now. So I think everybody's just naturally going to talk about it. And I think because we're in such a personal business with our clients, they want to know what is going to happen? What's going to happen if we can't go to work for
weeks?
What do we do? Mm-hmm. So, I think that's just a conversation worth having. The thing is, you guys, if you are somebody who is panicking, maybe that's not the best conversation. If you feel super anxious about it, maybe don't continue talking about it with your clients, with people around you, because I don't think that's going to be productive in any sort of way.
No.
You know?
Yeah, don't get inflammatory.
If it's something that you can kind of look at objectively, where it's just like, okay, this is where we're at. This is what's happening. These are the facts. Where do we go from here? I think it's an okay conversation to have. I'm fascinated by it, not in a weird way.
No, I am too.
But in just this way that
it's never happened.
It's never happened. We're experiencing things that we don't know how to handle. We don't know what it's going to look like going forward. And this is history in the making unfolding right in front of us. And that's really interesting to me. I
mean, I don't even know, honestly, if my suite were to get shut down or if the owner were to make the call to close, do I still get charged for my weekly rent? There's so many unknowns.
I think you do. But I don't know.
That's
I mean, I do know, I booked a non-refundable flight a few months ago with American Airlines, and I was going to a conference in April and it got canceled. It got rescheduled, I should say. And I couldn't make the rescheduled date, and I canceled my flights, and then I submitted a refund request, not truly thinking I was going to get my money back. And I'm super impressed. I think I submitted it on Monday or Tuesday, and I got an email this morning saying that they refunded it. So
and that's
I think
good business, honestly.
I agree. And that says so much to me, as
that's them being
as
flexible.
A consumer. Yeah. It's that is the flexibility. And I think that's something business owners just need to keep in mind and to try to model as well. And it's a weird time. It's a really weird time.
I would encourage you guys to not to get too wrapped up in any type of politics with your clients, obviously. But I think even just in general, I mean, honestly, at this point, no one knows anything. So it's everything's kind of speculation. There are doctors and scientists and experts who can take their, best guess about things. But I'm the type of person who will get obsessive about things and who will sit and watch the ABC live stream all day, every day, when stuff like this is happening. But I know myself well enough to be like, that's not healthy. And I'm not learning anything new from that.
Right.
We're updated daily by reliable news sources and
I haven't watched
through interactions
any news about it.
with each other. Honestly, I've just been
Not a
checking the
piece.
CDC stuff.
Yeah.
I did watch some like a live news stream, not like one of the big heavy sided ones, but like it was like channel 2 or 7 on my news. But like don't leave your common sense behind.
Yeah.
Like, extremes are not good in any situation. So just be prepared to probably not work a little bit. Be prepared to reschedule appointments. Everyone's life is disrupted right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like we're all in the same boat. Mm-hmm. So it's like I think we all just need to kind of focus on the humanity side of it rather than the loss of revenue. Like everybody's losing money, you guys. Right. Everybody. That's just a fact.
Everybody has kids at home or a parent that they need to check in on or a friend. Everyone is displaced in some way. And everyone is annoyed that their, Disney World trip is canceled or whatever. Like
nobody likes life to be interrupted ever or routine and that's completely what this is. So
Netflix probably likes this. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true. Grocery stores. How do you? I feel for the grocery stores, man.
I do
and the
too.
Workers. Can't imagine.
If we could make any thing, I guess. If we could do anything for you guys, I am uploading. I'm getting caught up on all the YouTube uploads of all of our episodes. So there's probably like 15 missing at this time on YouTube. I will say it until you bury me in the ground. We are more fun on YouTube. That's just all there is to it. We're more fun on YouTube.
That you're plugging
us
the
on us
right now.
No, but it's different listening than it is watching.
You're funny.
And I don't have all the.
And you guys are going to be sitting at home anyway.
That's what I'm screaming. You have so much time. Yeah, but even if you've already listened to the episode, watch it on YouTube. It's not like you don't have time. You do.
You've got time,
but because it's just fun.
I'm just intrigued. I just want to see this all unfold. I'm interested to see what moves people make in their businesses during this time frame. I mean, I know personally, like I have some ideas for things that I will probably try to do.
I just signed up for a masterclass yesterday.
Yeah, I have some things I'll probably try to do if things, do shut down and I'm stuck at home. So I think those are things you do want to consider. If there is like an online training course that you've been looking into, now might be the time to invest in that when you have time to sit down and do it. Like you're not going to hurt anything. There's also so much free content on the internet that you can look into.
Also, the weather is, depending on where you are, it's still spring everywhere. So the weather is probably getting a little warmer. Outside is still safe. Like, be active. That's good for your brain and body.
So
thank goodness.
Yeah.
There was one other thing I was going to say, but I do not remember. Oh, this is what I was going to say. I have a couple, so I follow a Instagram account called Passion Squared, which is Nina's the woman's name. She actually used to be the vice president of Paul Mitchell, and now she takes her two passions, which is like business building and like the beauty industry, Passion Squared, and combines them. But she has a lot. I follow along for her in times like this, even when there's tornadoes or there's any type of like disruption. I follow her account to try to like she's helpful to me because she will give good advice or good leads on like how to appropriately deal with situations like this. Right. She was who prompted me to make like a public statement about like, this is how I'm sanitizing things. Everyone, please just be flexible. Don't bring anyone extra to your appointment. We're all trying our best. So I think it's good to have like maybe a couple resources, whether it's trusted individuals that you know personally, right, or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter accounts that are good leads that are not like socially or politically pulled in any way, but are just businesses like you that are like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I would suggest. And then use your best judgment from there.
Yeah, there's not really
Find someone you look up to or an account you look up to kind of like see kind of what they're doing and then follow like what you just know is right as a human being.
Yeah, there's not really, I don't know that there's a right or a wrong right now. It's the water's kind of murky and it's weird around here. And
communication is always right, I think.
just communicate. Yeah. Reach out to your clients, reach out to your, if you rent, your salon owner, just kind of try to get together a plan, put a plan together and
Hi, Hair Camp.
just see
Hair
what
Camp
happens.
is, they're a business who has a big thing planned. It's like everyone is in some sort of, like I said, displaced situation right now. So like be kind, be understanding, be patient. I mean, there are people like who are seriously facing situations and where you just like ran out of toilet paper,
Yeah.
Also, toilet paper is not it's not water, it's not shelter, it's not food. It's not going to save you.
It won't save you.
It's not camo.
Yeah, definitely not that camo.
So chill
that camo
out
jacket.
on toilet paper, for the love.
I think that is just what
It's so funny.
is blowing my mind. Just the panic that people.
It's an interesting sociology experiment to see what people grab at, like as the one thing. Because I feel like in any crisis, there's always like one thing, and usually it makes sense. It's like water or food.
Yeah, canned goods.
Happens to be TP.
Toilet paper. Like, if all else fails, you can just hop in the shower. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Rinse off.
Kleenexes work, whatever.
Lots of options. Dylan, go ahead. Go for it.
It's spring. Leaves are coming back.
There you
It's
go.
true. It's true. Just don't grab any poison ivy.
Oh, gosh.
So, okay. Well, I don't know if this was valuable in any way.
I think it was valuable. I always think it's valuable to just address things and to talk about it.
Yeah. So, wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Check in on your loved ones.
Yeah.
If someone is by themselves and you are healthy, invite them to come stay with you. No one wants to be isolated.
Right. I think too, like, just be courteous to those around you,
Do you think this is going to be like that? Okay, I don't love Michael Jackson. I'm going to preface this by saying that. But you remember the video where, like, was it his video where, like, everyone was holding hands and everyone was, like, so happy and we were all like, oh, the world is so great. Like, we were all in a circle. You know what I mean? Dylan
I
says
have no idea what you're talking about.
I feel like the world's really going to just not hold hands, but maybe stand 3 feet away from each other and, like, sing a song.
In, like, solidarity.
Yeah, but not sing a song because it's, okay. It's bringing us together in a backward kind of way, but I think it's good.
Yeah, it's just really interesting.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Don't take anything we said too serious because we don't even know what we said.
we're not experts on anything. We barely even know what we're talking about. We're just kind of the things that we'll be doing in our businesses going forward. So,
I encourage everyone to work as long as they can.
yeah, get your clients in, maybe move them around. The sooner the better.
Okay, thanks, guys.
We love ya.
This was our good little mini episode. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.